The following is produced by 5 Star Productions USA, which is solely responsible for its editorial content.
Employee retention levels remains a core competitive factor, and concepts that allow executives to make the best use of their precious time must be high on the corporate agenda. This is Business First.
Business and technology issues. Best-in-class solutions. Television for decision makers. Business First.
Welcome to Business First. I'm Jack Kemp, and joining me today for this first segment is an executive from a company that is positively impacting managerial effectiveness. Janet Krause is CEO and co-founder of Circles, a concierge services company in what is considered to be a burgeoning sector of our economy. Welcome to the show, Janet.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you for having me.
Start off by telling us, what does the term concierge services mean and what do you offer?
Sure. Well, concierge is a word that's an overarching term in our industry, and it refers to a whole suite of services that help busy executives to get things done. So if you've ever been in a hotel, a concierge is the person who can recommend you whatever you need. And Circles is a company that has the ability to do just that. So whether it's finding you the perfect gift for your aunt, or getting you a last-minute dinner reservation, or getting you a private jet to get to your next meeting. Speech. Circles has the knowledge nationwide, even internationally, to be able to help people get those kinds of things done.
Great. Well, how does it work? How do you actually work in practice?
Yeah, that's a great question. Circles has revolutionized the industry, really, by taking technology and connecting it with human assistance. And so anytime, anywhere, you can access Circles, either by your cell phone, on your Palm Pilot, on the web. You have the ability to go in, ask for what you need, and our personal assistants have the ability to tap into knowledge bases that we've built to get you to the perfect resource.
Well, in today's economic climate, it would seem that these types of high-end benefits might be the first thing to go. Are people still buying concierge services in this economy?
Well, I'm pleased to say, thank goodness, that yes, they are. And I think the word concierge often has the idea of being high-end, but really it's not. We're talking about people's daily lives and work-life balance, which in no way is really affected or made better in a slowing economy. In fact, as we see companies unfortunately have to give layoffs, we notice that people are expected to do twice the work they were before. And so our opportunity is to help people be more productive by taking off some of the things that they might otherwise have to do, take off that list, things they might otherwise have to do. And yes, companies are still buying and definitely investing.
Well, despite the clear edge that technologies provide, people are still the organization's crown jewels. How do your solutions help with employee retention?
Well, if you think about it, Jack, retention, which is really a measure of loyalty, is the degree to which people want to stay at a company. And people's wanting to stay at a company has everything to do with the degree to which they feel as though they're valued. And so companies do all sorts of kinds of things to really value employees. And the kind of benefit that Circles offers to corporations is that kind of benefit that says, I know who you are, I know what the issues are that you struggle with in your life, and here, let me give you a tool, which, by the way, from their perspective is very inexpensive or low cost, that will really get at our relationship together so that you feel as though this is a place where you want to work.
Right.
And that's how we affect retention, really.
Well, these are very important issues, and thank you, Janet Krause of Circles.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
The cost of information technology continues to be a carefully scrutinized, yet very necessary budget item. And joining us now via remote is James Chappell. James is Senior Vice President for Legato Systems, Inc., a company that focuses on protecting business-critical information for today's enterprise. Welcome to the show, Jim.
Thanks, Jack.
First of all, tell me, what aspects of the information technology dilemma do you address for your customers?
Legato is a company that focuses on delivering solutions for business-critical information protection and availability. We listen every day to our customers and help them to develop their strategies for protecting the information that run their businesses. As the events have unfolded, disaster planning and business continuity planning are extremely critical today, and we work hard to help our customers make decisions on how they do that planning and how they ensure the safety of their information assets.
Jim, how can you help companies control their costs through the implementation of your solutions?
Legato is able to help companies control their costs by partnering with the best of the best. For all of our history, we have been a company that has utilized the best vendors in the marketplace to ensure that our solutions come to customers able and ready to meet their demand.
Well, are your storage solutions scalable?
The short answer is yes, but from the beginning, Legato's been a company that focused on delivering solutions that could scale to meet the complexity of a customer's enterprise. For example, in 1995, complex might have been 1 terabyte of storage. Today, that's probably 20 terabytes. Our solutions provide an ability to always grow and to adapt to the changes within a customer environment. Scalable for our customers typically means that they have high-performance solution, ensure high application availability, and are manageable. So the answer is yes, we do deliver solutions that are scalable.
How do you facilitate information sharing within the extended enterprise, Jim?
Today's extended enterprise relies upon information as the central nervous point of the business. And information availability is key to enabling that to be there. So by partnering with many companies and by delivering a solution that enables the information to flow seamlessly across a business and to have the applications that make that information viable for day-to-day business conduct, we're able to provide the value that a customer needs in terms of having information in the right place at the right time.
Thanks so much, Jim.
Sure.
You know, a sound plan that will limit downtime due to lost or unavailable data is an absolute must in any corporation's competitive strategy. Coming up, we'll take a look at how wireless is making a difference, so stay tuned. As business takes on an increasingly global complexion, access to wireless tools is a must for maintaining productivity on the move. And with organizations being widely dispersed today, business tools that enhance one's ability to accurately pinpoint locations and communicate anytime, anywhere are just absolutely vital. Chris Henningsen is Vice President of Marketing for InterCell Corporation, a supplier of semiconductors, reference designs, and software for wireless access and communication analog markets. David Vaughn is CEO of Novotel, a company that designs a range of geographic location products for high-end markets using global positioning satellite systems, or GPS, and inertial navigation systems, or INS. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thanks. Great to be here.
It's great to be here.
First of all, Chris, can you explain the business problem that you address with your wireless chipsets?
Yeah, basically, there are two problems that are addressed by wireless networking. One is employee productivity, and the other is how do I connect to my increasingly mobile workforce? Cisco sponsored a study recently where they're looking at the time you can save being wirelessly connected, and they found it saves about 8 hours per week. And I could sure use 8 hours a week more of my time. You know, that would be a great thing.
Chris, we're hearing more and more these days about the communication capabilities of PCs and Palm devices. Will wireless data become as prevalent as wireless voice over cell phones have become?
Yes, I believe so. We really have to see a continued increase of the infrastructure rollout for wireless. That has to happen. And we also have to see smaller and smaller form factors and lower power radios that will be embedded in these handheld terminals. And we're already seeing wireless in public spaces like hotel chains or at airports, even in Starbucks, as well as at work and as well at home.
Will we see wireless networks in homes or in automobiles?
Absolutely. In the homes already, they were shipping about 100,000 units per month through the North America retail chain. And that's a pretty impressive number, and it doubled already since January. So if you have this increase in broadband access with cable modems and DSL modems and wireless to your home, use wireless to spread that information around within your home so you can connect multiple PCs or handheld appliances. And eventually, we think you're going to see it in cars. So when I pull my car into the garage at night, my computer on the car will wirelessly connect to my access point in the house. I'll download the music I want to hear tomorrow and maybe the map to where I'm going to drive.
Wow. Well, what type of speeds will we need in order to accommodate all the applications that we expect in the future?
Yeah, the large consumer electronics giants have been telling us for a couple of years now they really need 30 megabits per second. And that sounds like a terrific data rate when I'm only getting 1.5 megabit on a cable modem at best into my home. But what they're thinking about is they want to simultaneously transmit 3 channels of DVD quality video within your home, 3 channels of CD audio quality, as well as maybe doing a voice call over the internet and other things like web browsing. And a DVD channel of video is 5 to 8 megabits per second for one channel. So 3 of those is somewhere in the 15 to 24 megabit area. So they really want 30 megabit per second just to move information around within your home.
Well, what's the industry doing to address the need for higher speeds?
Yeah, quite a lot, Jack. The IEEE committee has 2 initiatives going. One is taking the existing 2.4 gigahertz frequency that's being used today and increasing our 11 megabit data rates as high as 54 megabit per second. The other is going into a brand new frequency band at 5 gigahertz and again trying to get 54 megabit per second data rates. And we'll see products in both those areas within the next year.
Wow. Well, thanks so much, Chris, and we'll have to stop right there. Now let's turn our attention to another high-profile wireless offering. Welcome again, David.
Thanks, Jack.
Can you enlighten us on just how GPS is doing today?
Yes, GPS had a slow start. It was analogous to the cellular networks. You can remember when the phones were very expensive and didn't work everywhere.
Right.
GPS got the satellites up, and the system has been really taking off. We have over 40 million users today, and even though it's taken us that many years to get the 40 million users, we'll get another 40 million in about 3 years.
Well, what are the primary markets that benefit from the use of GPS or INS technology, Dave?
Well, the markets today, there's 2 of them that have been absorbing the technology quite substantially. The first is marine navigation, and the second is survey. The next 3 markets that are actually starting to take the technology today are the avionics industry, the agricultural business, and more recently in these unmanned vehicles.
Well, what are some of the industries that use GPS, and what are the applications?
Okay. Well, let me talk about the 3 markets that I mentioned earlier. And the first in the avionics, GPS is changing the way airlines navigate today. It's allowing planes to do direct route instead of flying a ground-based navigation system. That all by itself will save the industry billions of dollars just in fuel cost. In the agriculture business, having the ability to actually navigate and control tractors such that they can plow fields 24 hours a day. And in this newer market that's just been starting is in these unmanned vehicles. There's a number of applications that require work to be done that's very hazardous to people. And you're now able to put GPS into these products, these vehicles. They take off, they go and do their work, and they come back and land all by themselves.
Well, Dave, what plans does Novotel have for our future?
Well, Novatel's customer base are the OEMs, the major owners of these products. They manufacture the tractors, the cars, the boats, and Novotel, they rely very heavily on position, and in fact have complete product lines that depend completely on it. Novotel supplies that positioning products. These products don't use just GPS. They integrate INS, inertial navigation systems, with them. They integrate communications so that these people who are doing real work out in the real world, they don't always have a clear view of the sky. They drive by a bridge or by trees or by a building. They fly by a mountain and they get blocked from the sky momentarily. Well, our products give you the capability of actually being able to navigate and control the vehicle through those outages.
Thanks so much, David.
Thanks, Jack. It was great being here.
The wireless era has totally changed our productivity factor, and GPS has the ability, literally, to find a needle in a haystack. The technological revolution continues. When we return, video conferencing and DVD quality intranet video next on Business First. Desktop solutions for training and development, as well as information dissemination, are critically necessary consideration in today's high-tech corporate setting. Welcome back. Joining me now is an executive from one company that is improving business performance through its technology solutions. David Alexander is Vice President of North American Operations for Atrium Communications, a company that is delivering high-quality video for corporate training and communications directly to the desktop. Welcome to Business First, David.
Glad to be here.
Why is high-quality video so important in the corporate environment today?
To have real impact in communications, you need high-quality video. It's essential. Studies show that the level of retention of information and learning increases significantly as the visual image improves. In response to this, VideoCast is a product from Atrium Communications that delivers high-quality, full-motion video right to the desktop across corporate intranets.
Well, then how does this add value to the electronic mix today of email, voicemail, and intranet?
If you're going to introduce new products in your organization, how much more impactful is it to show those products as opposed to reading about them? The problem until now has been that video solutions haven't had great quality, and you really lose control of your network consumption, the capacity. With VideoCast, you're able to deliver high-quality video to an unlimited number of users while maintaining control of your network. It's at a predetermined set bandwidth that is being delivered.
Well, what other advantages, Dave, does desktop learning have over, say, traditional methodologies?
Well, it's really ideal for corporate communications and news and training. Let's take an example. Telemanagement Search estimates about 7 million employees in call centers in the U.S. The average receives up to 50 hours of training annually away from their desk, offline. How much more productive would it be then to deliver assessment of their skills, training, both the video and online workbooks, test their understanding, monitor their results, all at the convenience of their desk? You'd see how VideoCast can significantly increase productivity.
Well, let's take a look.
Let's do. What you're looking at, Jack, is full motion, high quality video along with text and data. This is real time. This is being delivered across a network to the user's desktop in this case.
And intranet work?
Intranet or a wide area network. This video content is training content. Notice the supporting text and data to related information. We also can deliver live delivery as well. Let's say you addressing the organization along with your key points, and it delivers interactivity for the users as well. Additionally, we can go full screen with the video for full impact. The beauty behind the VideoCast solution is this type of quality is the experience you'll have at a predetermined set amount of bandwidth, really one stream for both the video and audio for an unlimited number of users so you maintain control of your network.
So how does it improve business performance?
I would say comprehension. There was a study conducted recently by a major telco. They were introducing 35 new products to thousands of employees, and through VideoCast they were able to measure a 10% increase in comprehension, so you can see the impact that will have on productivity and on performance.
Well, David, thanks a lot. Sounds like business performance can significantly be improved through these VideoCast solutions.
Thank you, Jack.
Video conferencing systems are making the shift from luxury to necessity and are quickly becoming core competitive factors for today's enterprise. Joining us now is an executive from a company that is helping corporations gain that competitive advantage through its solutions. Ned Riley is president of New Vision Technologies, Inc., a company that provides video conferencing systems, networking support, and integration for large and small companies alike. Ned, as I understand it, video conferencing is fast becoming a core tool for businesses. Why is this?
Jack, it's becoming a core tool for businesses for a lot of reasons. Competition predominantly. Competition doesn't let you or allow you to waste time. Companies are trying to have more effective meetings. They're trying to have more cost-effective meetings. They're trying to be able to do this all in an environment of a hurry-up type of society, a hurry-up type of business climate. Video conferencing allows companies to have that interaction over video without having to actually physically move bodies around the United States or around the world. It also allows for the collaboration of data as well as information in a very timely and real-world fashion.
How does video conferencing actually help a company become more competitive?
We did some surveys recently which said that close to 60 to 65% of company travel was based on intra-company travel, which says that the effectiveness of meetings should be questioned in that regard. Speed to market, looking at the opportunity to be much more human interactive but not being in the same location. These are opportunities out there that video conferencing offers.
Well, Ned, is cost a factor for small companies that want to take advantage of this technology to enhance their business activities?
There are many options for small companies to look at in terms of using video conferencing. There are leasing options out there which allow clients to be able to lease video conferencing endpoints over periods from 3 to 6 years. There are opportunities for clients to be able to go out and occupy utility concepts where for a monthly fee to be able to use video conferencing equipment or to be able to use public room strategies in association with their own platforms that they have.
Just exactly where do you fit in this picture? What aspect of video conferencing are you involved with?
Jack, New Vision is really the whole picture. We take a holistic view of video conferencing. We supply not only the endpoints or the platforms for video conferencing, but also the service and maintenance of those endpoints, the network, whether it be the ISDN, telephone lines, or the IP, internet providers for video conferencing. Then from there, we supply managed services as well as a complement of other host services to go to a client. Essentially, it's what does the client need to make that platform be effective, and what does he need to have an effective meeting structure within the culture of his business? That's what New Vision is here to do, to fulfill the video conferencing needs of a client from the endpoint to the network to the managed services.
How much training is required for the employees of a company who wish to install and use video conferencing facilities?
Once we've determined the culture of the company and work with them collaboratively on that, then we can devise a training regimen for them, basic, intermediate, as well as advanced. And then from there, what we do is we have continued training going forward as the video conferencing platform is proliferated across the enterprise.
Thanks so much, Ned, for joining us today.
Well, thank you very much, Jack. I enjoyed being here.
Joining us now via remote is Michael Kitchen, President and CEO of Kuna Mutual Group, a financial provider for credit unions. Mike, let's get to you right now. I understand you're working with credit unions. Can you describe your business for us?
Yes, I can, Jack. In order to describe our business, we need to first talk a little bit about credit unions, because our business is credit unions and members of credit unions, and that's all we do as an organization. So credit unions are member-owned financial institutions that are spread across this country. There's over 10,000 of them. They serve over 80 million members. And so our job is to partner with credit unions in order to ensure that credit unions are able to offer a full range of financial products and services for their members. And that's what we as an organization do. We have 3 focuses. One is what products and services do we need in conjunction with credit unions to provide to members so that they can get a full range of offerings from the credit union. Secondly, we have to focus on what products and services the credit unions need in order to provide competitive value-added products for their staff so the staff are getting proper coverage. And number 3, we need to focus on how we not only protect the credit union from risk, but how we partner with them to help them achieve their business objectives.
How do you work with them?
We believe very strongly in the concept of partnership. We believe that it's important for us to form strategic partnerships with credit unions in order to meet their needs and to meet their members' needs. And as we look at that relationship, it's important to understand our basic philosophy. We believe that whenever we're dealing with a member, an employee of a credit union, or a credit union, that we have to contribute to their success. In other words, they need to be better off because of the relationship with us than they would be if we weren't working together with them. So that requires us to have a close working relationship, to understand what the needs and issues are, and make sure that we bring value to that relationship. And when people look at the relationship they have with us, they feel that they, over time, are going to be better off financially as a result of that relationship.
Besides longevity in that arena, what differentiates you from others in this market?
We believe our mission is that we are creating financial security for credit unions and for the members. And that's what our mission is. And we believe that we can be better at that than anybody else can be. And on top of everything else, credit unions know that they never have to worry about CUNA Mutual competing with them.
Mike, how do you help credit unions to compete at the retail level?
What we do is we look at what the credit unions offer, we look at what we offer, and then together we form packages that seamlessly provide a full range of products and services and distribution systems in order to allow them to be competitive with the major players.
Mike, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you very much for inviting me, Jack. It was a pleasure being here.
Thanks to all my guests today, and to all of you for watching. Join me next time for Business First. I'm Jack Kemp.
This has been a presentation of 5 Star Productions USA, which is solely responsible for its editorial content.